What if the greatest player in baseball suddenly became the center of the most explosive scandal MLB has seen in decades? What if three rival stars lost their careers in a single night, and Shohei Ohtani, the face of the Dodgers, was left seriously hurt in the chaos? Was it a setup? Was it revenge? Or was it just baseball gone too far? Fans are asking the same thing across the world tonight. Stick around, because the truth behind this shocking Blue Jays and Ohtani brawl will change the way you look at the game forever. Some fans say the Blue Jays got what they deserved: lifetime bans for crossing the line. Others say MLB went too far, destroying careers over a single heated moment. But after what happened to Shohei Ohtani that night, can anyone really call it just a game? It's a story that split the baseball world right down the middle: heroes on one side, villains on the other. And somewhere in the chaos stands Ohtani, injured but unbroken. Tonight, we're digging into both sides of this unbelievable story, and trust me, it's not as simple as it looks. The crowd was roaring. The game was tense. And then one pitch changed everything. Shohei Ohtani dropped to the ground, clutching his ribs, as benches cleared and chaos erupted across the field. Within hours, 3 Blue Jays stars were banned from MLB for life. But what really happened in those few explosive seconds? Was it an accident, or something much darker? We've uncovered insider reactions, league statements, and player confessions that paint a shocking picture of the night baseball lost control. Stay tuned, because what you're about to hear will leave every Dodgers fan speechless. Before we jump into the chaos, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the Los Angeles Dodgers Club, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update about the Dodgers or anything wild happening in Major League Baseball. Because what we're about to talk about has left the entire baseball world completely stunned. Things got out of control. 3 Toronto Blue Jays stars have reportedly been thrown out of MLB after a violent on-field brawl involving Shohei Ohtani. And yes, the two-way superstar might have suffered a serious injury. The details are shocking. The footage has fans everywhere in disbelief, and MLB's response is even more intense than anyone saw coming. It all started in what should have been just another high-energy matchup between the Dodgers and the Blue Jays, 2 loaded teams with big ambitions. But that night turned baseball into total chaos. Tension had been building for a while. You could feel it with every pitch, every stare down, every word exchanged between the benches. Ohtani was dominating as usual, pitching lights out and crushing the ball, and that clearly didn't sit well with Toronto. By the 5th inning, you could tell frustration was bubbling over. Ohtani had already hit a home run and struck out 2 of Toronto's top hitters. Cameras even caught Blue Jays players shouting toward the Dodgers dugout, looking angry. Something was definitely about to happen, but nobody expected what came next. In the 6th inning, it all blew up. Ohtani came up to bat again as the crowd chanted his name. The first pitch came high and inside, dangerously close. Fans booed loudly. The next pitch came even closer, forcing Ohtani to duck out of the way. Everyone in the stadium knew exactly what was going on. It was a warning shot. The Dodgers bench was furious. You could see Dave Roberts yelling from the dugout. But Ohtani stayed cool, adjusted his gloves, and stepped back in. Then came the pitch that changed everything: a 96-mile-an-hour fastball straight into Ohtani's ribs. The sound echoed through the ballpark. Ohtani dropped his bat and grabbed his side in pain. The crowd lost it. Before anyone could even react, the Dodgers rushed the field. The Blue Jays bench cleared too, and within seconds, it turned into total mayhem. This wasn't a typical scuffle, it was a full-on brawl. Players were throwing punches, tackling each other, and the umpires had completely lost control. Fans at home couldn't believe what they were seeing: Shohei Ohtani, one of the biggest names in baseball, injured right in the middle of a massive fight. Cameras showed Vladimir Guerrero Jr. shoving a Dodgers player, while Bo Bichette appeared to swing at a reliever. Things got ugly fast. Security and coaches had to step in to break it up. But by then, the damage was done. When it finally settled, Ohtani was still down. Trainers rushed over as the entire stadium went silent. The energy flipped instantly from chaos to fear. Ohtani, the face of baseball, was being helped off the field, clearly in pain. Fans were in shock. After several tense minutes, Ohtani was taken to the clubhouse for evaluation. Reports later said he had bruised ribs and possibly internal trauma. Thankfully, X-rays came back negative for any fractures, but the bruising was serious. He was hurting and immediately sent for more medical testing. MLB didn't waste time reacting. Within a day, the league reviewed the footage and umpire reports. What they found was bad enough to spark one of the harshest punishments in recent MLB history. According to insiders, 3 Blue Jays players were held directly responsible for escalating the fight and intentionally targeting Ohtani. The result? Lifetime bans for Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Bo Bichette, and Alek Manoah. Yes, lifetime bans. The official statement cited violent conduct, deliberate endangerment of player safety, and actions damaging to the integrity of the game. In other words, MLB wasn't playing around. When reporters asked about it, Commissioner Rob Manfred didn't hold back. He said that wasn't baseball. What happened crossed a line we can't ignore. When a player intentionally endangers another's safety, especially someone like Shohei Ohtani, that's not competition, that's violence. And it won't be tolerated. Fans exploded on social media. Some were furious at the Blue Jays, while others were shocked MLB actually went that far. Hashtags like Justice for Ohtani and Ban the Blue Jays started trending. Dodgers fans demanded legal action, and Blue Jays fans said the punishment was too harsh. Inside the Dodgers clubhouse, emotions ran high. Players called the whole thing disgraceful and sickening. Freddie Freeman said, "We all play hard, but going after a guy like Ohtani? That's not baseball, that's just dirty." Mookie Betts called it the ugliest thing I've ever seen on a field. Manager Dave Roberts was emotional at the press conference. "Ohtani means everything to this team," he said. "Seeing him hurt like that was heartbreaking. But the way the guys fought for him shows you how much respect they have for him as a leader." Meanwhile, the Blue Jays organization scrambled to save face. Their front office released a statement expressing regret, but avoided taking full responsibility. Behind the scenes, insiders said executives were furious with their players. There are even reports the team could face more penalties, including fines and lost draft picks. The aftermath has split the baseball world. Some believe MLB did the right thing by sending a clear message that violence won't be tolerated. Others think lifetime bans were too extreme. Either way, this incident will be remembered for a long time. Seeing Ohtani hurt, the bench is clearing, and 3 players banned for life, it's one of the darkest moments in recent MLB history. Through it all, Ohtani's toughness has stood out. Even hurt, he's already focused on recovery. Sources say he started light rehab and told teammates, "I'll be back soon. They can hit me, but they can't stop me." That's who Ohtani is, a warrior. He's not just the best player in the world, he's the heart of the Dodgers. Doctors have advised him to rest for a few weeks depending on how fast the swelling goes down. The team's medical staff says he avoided long-term damage, but the emotional impact on the Dodgers is huge. No team should ever have to see their star player attacked like that. MLB insiders say this could lead to major rule changes, things like stricter warnings for intentional pitches, automatic ejections, and bigger fines. The league wants to make sure nothing like this ever happens again. As for the Blue Jays, their season is basically done. Losing Guerrero, Bichette, and Manoah has wrecked their lineup and their image. Sponsors are pulling back, fans are furious, and the team's morale is in pieces. It's a complete collapse for a team that once looked like a World Series threat. Back in Los Angeles, the Dodgers have come together stronger than ever. Players have dedicated their next games to Ohtani. Inside the locker room, there's a sign that says, "For Shohei." Every time they take the field, they're playing for him. Dodger Stadium has turned into a tribute zone. Thousands of fans wear Ohtani jerseys and hold signs saying, "Stay strong, Shohei." The crowd energy is electric, full of unity and pride. Even in a dark moment, the Dodgers and their fans have turned pain into purpose. The Blue Jays, on the other hand, are facing an uncertain future. MLB's investigation isn't over yet, and reports suggest criminal charges could even be filed for assault. If that happens, it would be the first time in MLB history that players face legal trouble for an on-field fight. But beyond all that, one image stands out: Ohtani clutching his ribs in pain, still trying to stand tall. That moment shows exactly who he is: resilient, proud, and determined. Fans around the world are sending him love. Japanese media has been covering it nonstop. In Tokyo and Osaka, fans are holding vigils and waving banners for him. Ohtani isn't just a baseball player, he's an international symbol of hope and strength. As he recovers, the Dodgers are staying locked in. Dave Roberts said, "We're going to keep playing Dodgers baseball the right way. We'll make sure Shohei's proud when he's back." For Toronto, redemption seems out of reach. Their reputation is shattered, and it'll take years to rebuild. MLB has made one thing clear: no matter how big your name is, respect and safety come first.